Bonsoir à tous, comment allez-vous? Bon, ce soir, nous allons entamer une nouvelle aventure. On va voir si tout fonctionne. Et ça fonctionne pas. On va aller régler ça. Alors, dans la capture. Hmm. Hmm. Screen application. Okay. Si ça change quelque chose. On dirait... Oui, ça change quelque part. Bonsoir. Aujourd'hui, The Forgotten City. Donc, message des développeurs. Ce jeu a été développé par une équipe principale composée de 3 personnes et sur 4 années. Ce jeu est une aventure vous invitant à résoudre des mystères et ayant plusieurs fins possibles. La force ne vous servira à rien. Alors arrêtez de nous harceler et nous envoyer des menaces de mort. Le présent. J'ai l'impression que ça va être du gros truc philosophique. Dilemme moral.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But
Bah, un
what I
peu.
found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Eh bien, je suis célibataire et sélectionnez votre compétence. Hmm. Alors, genre monsieur, madame? Monsieur? Oh. Hein? Je m'appelle JP.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Eh bien, je me souviens d'une super partouze. Je recherchais les ruines antiques. J'étais en mission secrète. Je fuis la pièce. Je ne me souviens quasiment de rien. Oh my god. You got amnesia. Oui, alors effectivement, il y a du voice acting, donc ça va reposer un peu ma voix pour ce coup-ci. Votre récent traumatisme au crâne a augmenté votre seuil de tolérance à la douleur. Pendant 50% plus difficile à vaincre. Oh. Ok, mais comme des stats, on dirait. Les années étudier l'histoire vous donnent occasionnellement des perspectives du monde antique. Vous avez une arme à feu, oh boy, militaire, mais seulement 10 balles. Vous allez devoir les utiliser à bon escient car vous ne pouvez pas en obtenir d'autres. Grâce au temps passé à fuir les autorités, vous êtes rapide et allez 25% plus vite lorsque vous courez. Oh. Alors, on va dire qu'on est un peu Indiana Jones, donc on a des... je cherchais des ruines, des ruines antiques.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this.
The best
I
kind
don't
of
know if it's
archaeologist.
exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him? If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Je peux d'abord vous poser quelques questions.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. What do you want to know?
Quelle est votre histoire? Qui est Al? Où sommes-nous? Que pouvez-vous me dire sur les ruines? déjà appelé à l'aide.
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Bon, bon, ok, ok, my god.
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Mais vraiment, vous n'allez même pas me dire votre nom.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Oh, ok, ok. Je préférais vraiment le connaître, surtout si je dois vous aider. Pourquoi refusez-vous de me révéler?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Ah, donc tu veux parler à mon manager, c'est ça?
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber. Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al. Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Bah.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Une lampe torche. L'objet. C'est bien une lampe torche, oui. Elle est longue et dure. C'est pour vous déplacer. Il peut marcher dans le feu.
Back already? What's up?
J'aurais voulu vous poser quelques questions supplémentaires.
Oh, of course. What did you want to know? Oh, there's not much to tell. Oh,
Ouais, c'est de...
all right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that...
Ok. Pourquoi refusiez-vous de me dire votre nom?
Look, if you really want to know all the tragic details, perhaps I can fill you in after you find Al?
Ouais.
There's... Oh. Oh. Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like...
Ok.
Great. Thanks again.
Ok. Un canot. Une vieille barque en bois. Karen a dû s'en servir pour me sauver la vie de la rivière. Ok. Pas sauter à l'eau encore. Ok. Oh.
The ruins are just beyond those columns. Please, hurry.
Pourquoi hurry? Y a-t-il quoi qui te dérange? Hein? Est-ce que tu me cacherais quelque chose, Karen? Merci pour votre lampe torche. Ok. La. Ok. Objectif principal, chercher des indices où se trouve Al. Astuce. Appuyer maintenir pour courir. Ah ben ouais. Du moment qu'il n'y a pas de serpent, tout est bon. Laissez votre lampe torche. Bien.
You're reading this. It means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads,
Carotte.
You who wish
A
to
dit.
enter the city,
Bonjour.
Step forth.
Hello!
judged, the
Streamement.
virtuous shall
A dit. Carotte 9 juste subscribe de fort 37 mans sin aropog champ.
Yes! Caros, the best! Comment vas-tu?
be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain.
Wow!
For this shall be their final resting
Whoa.
place.
Carotte. A
Could
dit.
an underground
Oh my god!
city
Whoa!
Bien pis toi?
Ben là, je tombe dans un trou. Et visiblement, je vais arriver bientôt dans la cité oubliée. Ça tombe bien parce que je me rappelle pas pourquoi je suis là.
The people have survived down there against the odds. Seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation or a warning. Alworth.
Carotte. A dit. Le son du jeu est un petit peu bas.
Un petit peu bas, on va le remonter. Ça devrait être mieux comme ça, je pense. JP, c'est moi.
Carotte. A dit. Je pense oui.
Yes. Alors, on observe des ruines avec des Romains en or. Et c'est peu commun parce qu'il me semble que c'est plus le bronze. Une jeune Romaine prenant une pause plaintive. Oui, effectivement. Mais pourquoi j'ai échappé ma carte de Costco dans la fontaine? Bonjour. Un gladiateur romain marchant à grands pas. Et qu'est-ce qui a pu faire faire fuir un gladiateur? Qu'est-ce qui peut bien faire fuir un gladiateur? Les gogos! Les gogos! Les Gaulois! Oh, 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 oh.
Carotte. A dit. Un autre gladiateur?
Baguette, hein? Une jeune femme romaine. Elle semble supplier pour sa vie. Oh, oh, non. Désolé. C'est pas moi. C'est pas moi. Ok, alors on a des statues. On a des ruines. Et du feu. Appuyez sur F5 pour sauvegarder rapidement. Puis F9 pour charger rapidement. Puis old school. Un commandant militaire romain qui essaie de fuir précipitamment quelque chose. Comme les Gaulois. Oups. Et voilà. Tiens. Il est couché, il est plus confortable comme ça. Un légionnaire romain terrifié. My God, hey, les Gaulois, ils ont frappé fort, là. Ok.
Carotte.
Il me dit rien.
A dit. As-tu écouté la nouvelle série de Astérix et Obélix sur Netflix?
Non? Il y a une série? Je savais même pas. Une femme romaine qui semble prier pour recevoir une aide qui n'arrive jamais. C'est une série en animation? Oh. Ben écoutez, madame, je sais pas.
A dit. Oui, animé en 3D.
Ah, cool. Et c'est bien? Tu l'as vu? J'ai juste vu le domaine des dieux d'Alexandre Astier qui était vraiment très cool.
Carotte. A dit. Oui, j'ai bien aimé.
Ah, cool. C'est bien, je checkerai ça. J'ai pas vu le secret de la potion magique par après. Je sais pas s'il est bon. Mais le domaine des dieux était vraiment excellent. Ça, c'est... ah, il y a une note.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this.
Oh, oh, oh.
A
You'll
dit.
suffer the same fate I did.
Alain Chabat.
I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options.
Ouais, là, je sais pas, il faisait César.
Forsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it.
En fait, comme dans Mission
I wanted to
Cléopâtre.
set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond
Yeah.
that portal.
A dit. C'est lui qui a créé la série et il joue Astérix.
Ah ouais, ok. Une jeune femme romaine en pleine panique. Mais là, arrêtez, là, guys. C'est juste des Gaulois, là. Je veux dire, ils vont pas vous taper nécessairement, là. Un Romain à genoux comme s'il s'inspire et il s'implorait implorait la pitié des dieux. C'est fait qu'on c'est plus très loin, j'imagine, mais j'espère. Mais en même temps, le fait que je puisse courir, là, ça me donne un fil de Quake ou Doom, là. Aïe aïe! My God! Ok, ça fait que le feu, ça fait mal. On prend ça en note. Le feu, ça brûle. L'eau, ça mouille. C'est proche. Ok. Wow! C'est la porte! La porte des étoiles! C'est la porte des étoiles! Appuyez sur P pour lancer le mode photo. Un relief romain représentant un grand portail circulaire et deux femmes. Je me demande de qui elles peuvent être.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Je m'appelle JP et je viens du futur. Attendez, vous parlez anglais? Le sanctuaire de Ospin, je m'appelle JP. J'ai perdu mon chemin. Bon, je viens du futur. On va dire que je viens du futur.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head?
Yes!
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Heureusement, quelle est la date aujourd'hui?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
Quelle année?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from exactly?
Ok. Là, ne m'aide pas. Est-ce avant ou après Jésus-Christ? Ça. Perspective de l'archéologie, ça devrait être 65 de l'art contemporaine. Alors.
CE? no idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine. Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Yes! Très bien, je vous suis.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
Le châtiment et la mort.
Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out.
Pas
It's just
compliqué.
big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
C'est simple, direct.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend,
Hey,
Galactus?
hey,
You
madame.
been on your loins with Aurelia, taking to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who
Carotte
helps voting out
a
today
dit.
drinks at my
Mais on
bar
sait
for
pas
free
c'est quoi la loi?
tonight.
Politics.
Ben, c'est la loi, là.
Of it and
C'est la loi.
you. She's, it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat,
Ah, ouais.
one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ben oui!
Olivia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place.
Why not?
Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's
Carotte
asked me to escort the newcomer
a dit.
personally. The farm.
Proserpine égale Perséphone, Romain vs grec.
But just remember, they're not.
Comment? Proserpine, Perséphone.
Carotte a dit. Merci, Google.
Like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
C'est à quel sujet?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the golden rule. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Très bien.
Follow me.
Je vous suis.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples.
Ben c'est ça, c'est la moi à porte d'en
Just
face.
divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other nine.
Another one fresh
Didn't
out of the
matter whether he'd
baths,
done
I
anything
take
wrong.
it.
One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock.
Oh.
Because the golden rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. So
Hey,
instead,
madame. La 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 la. Monsieur le magistrat. J'aimerais parler à votre manager.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Il m'appelle Tipeee.
A curious name. To match a curious accent.
Sorry.
But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning.
Yes.
We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community.
Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably
Carotte
wondering why I summoned you,
a dit.
and I'll get to
Ton
that.
accent
But
du Témiscamingue.
Take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains.
J'ai pas du Témiscamingue, mais de l'Abitibi, attention. Abitibi-Ouest, pour être spécifique. Une cité secrète bien en plein cœur de Fontainebleau.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought
Carotte
together by the fates,
a dit.
living and working
Je trouvais
together
ça plus
in
drôle à
harmony.
écrire Témiscamingue.
And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed.
Wow.
No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Oui. Oui. Écoute, j'ai vu des runs de Binding of Isaac qui sont vraiment fucking malades. Ensuite, une cité pas de péché, c'est cool aussi, hein, gars.
Well, I'm not sure I believe that. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Oh.
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to
Carotte
gold.
a dit.
We've come to call it.
Alors tu dois arrêter de regarder les madames.
It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the golden rule.
Oh no!
Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Ok. Fait que là, la personne qui est sur le bord de faire un péché, faut la tuer. Comme ça, elle fera pas de péché. Ah shit, non. Donc. Qu'est-ce qui est considéré comme un péché ici?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen.
Oh.
And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Ok. Je ne sais pas si c'est une bonne idée. Légal ne rime pas toujours avec morale. Et nombre de vos lois et des traditions sont considérées comme barbares d'où je viens.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world.
Ah ouais? T'es-tu déjà allé à Shibugamo?
For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference.
Oh.
Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Ben là, pardon, vos lois n'autorisent-elles pas l'esclavage? Votre peuple ne regarde-t-il pas des sports violents pour se divertir? Les femmes n'ont-elles pas moins de droits que les hommes? Ne persécutez-vous pas les chrétiens? Ne pratiquez-vous pas la punition collective? On va dire l'esclavage.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Oh. Ah ouais? Les sports violents d'abord?
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
Ok. Les femmes d'abord?
Of course. But with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Ok. Pourquoi je peux pas le questionner plus là-dessus? Les chrétiens d'abord?
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
Ouais, mais en même temps, la rétribution, c'est pas très cool non plus. Pensez-vous pas la punition collective?
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Ah.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
Oh. Ok.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us, of this city?
Alors, est-ce que tu veux qu'on parle de Berlusconi?
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Comment le rituel fonctionne-t-il?
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
J'ai vu des restes humains dans le temps.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you? Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Pourquoi ne pouvez-vous pas mener l'enquête vous-même?
I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election.
Oh.
The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Très bien. Soupçonnez-vous les gens en
You
particulier?
ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Qu'est-ce qui me prouve que vous n'êtes pas le responsable? Ah!
Me? Why would you suspect me? I've just told you, I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these people have a second chance. What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Bien, vous voulez... En effet.
Glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen. Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda.
Oh.
Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
Ok. Si j'accepte, est-ce que vous m'aidez à retourner dans mon époque?
If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here.
Oh.
Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us.
Mais Marty, si on crée un paradoxe temporel, ça déclarera une réaction en chaîne qui fera la destruction totale de l'univers! Ah bah pourquoi pas. Les questions seront disponibles plus tard.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
Oui, papa.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
D'accord, je m'en occupe.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Ceci rendra la nouvelle quête prioritaire. Seuls ces marqueurs d'objectifs seront donc affichés. Ok. Ok, pour appuyer sur Tab pour consulter votre... Oh. Pour afficher les marqueurs d'objectifs d'une quête, cliquez sur l'icône en forme d'œil située à côté. Ok, on a des quests. On a un inventaire. Denier. On a une lampe torche. Et on a la note de l'eau d'eau de... qui est bon. Donc là, point de départ, la règle d'or. Indice. Le point de départ. Créer un paradoxe temporel. Découvrir qui est le... Ok. Ok, donc là on a des... Ok, I guess on va... Nous allons mener une enquête. Wouh!
Harvey.
Allez, César.
On your best
the great
behavior, I
temple
trust?
majestic? A new face, Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Quelle est votre histoire?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Pardon, qu'aurais-je dû faire?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is.
Ah, c'est...
Let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
beaucoup de paperasse pour se faire un cercle d'amis, j'imagine, dans l'Empire romain. Comment avez-vous atterri ici?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Je suis tombé dans un trou. Une jeune femme du nom de Karen a sorti mon corps inconscient de la rivière et m'a dit de venir ici.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
C'est un nom ancien, mais plus répandu qu'on le croit d'où je viens. Cela a une connotation négative d'où je viens.
Why is that?
À cause des mèmes. On va expliquer c'est quoi un mème.
The memes? What are the memes?
Alors, un mème est une petite image que l'on partage avec un autre gens. Ils sont devenus une sorte de langage en soi.
So, a bit like Egyptian hieroglyphs then?
Quelque chose comme ça.
So your people make hieroglyphics depicting this accursed character, the one they call Karen. I wonder if... No.
Oh, qu'allez-vous dire?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should.
Oh.
Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
Très bien, vous montrez évasive.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Je ferai la... Qu'est-il arrivé à Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her.
Oh.
There is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
Je ferai attention.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns. Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
On va juste régler un truc dans les paramètres. Je trouve que la musique est un peu forte.
Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Centilla, Navia, or Kabash?
No sign of any of them, I'm afraid. But we do have a newcomer. Strangely dressed fella. Funny
Hey.
accent, too.
A
You what?
traveler from a faraway land, then.
Seems that way.
C'est moi?
Let's make sure
Il parle de moi?
welcome, shall we?
Of course, priestess.
Yeah? Il parle de moi? Ok, le conducteur. Ok. On va aller voir la madame qui en parle, parce que c'est vrai que quand je suis passé devant elle, elle s'est mise à déblatérer des trucs bizarres. Je pense que c'est celle-là qui parle. Ben ouais, qui êtes-vous ici? Qui êtes-vous? Pourquoi êtes-vous ici? Maudits esprits bizarres. Oh. Vous m'empêchez de passer, madame. Madame, vous pourriez, madame... Bon, ok. Elle est plus là, par contre. Elle est peut-être par là. C'est quand même singulier, les statues dorées cherchent un peu n'importe où. Le mythe de la règle d'or. Pour Durotas le jeune. Comme il est de coutume de le faire, je commencerai par... Ah, c'est mieux. Comme il est de coutume de le faire, je commencerai par rendre hommage aux dieux, veillant sur cette cité. Il mérite notre admiration pour avoir assuré notre prospérité et notre isolement paisible de façon durable. Mais je dois ici faire une entorse à la coutume. En tentant de nous imposer des règles strictes, son attitude devient oppressante. Il va trop loin et mérite notre mépris. Bouh! Qui ne s'est jamais réveillé en pleine nuit avec des sueurs froides craignant une transgression accidentelle de la règle d'or. Comme par exemple un petit peu de gooning à des heures tardives. Hein? Nous devons accepter le fait que nous sommes tous capables de faire une erreur, que ce soit par un moment d'égarement ou un acte volontaire motivé par un mauvais raisonnement. Ok. Oh. Oui, je vous entends. Vous me parlez depuis un bout de temps quand même. Mais c'est un peu à sens unique. Ah, aïe, c'est vraiment une ville romaine, là.
Hello?
Huh? Hello? Yes? Yes? Hey!
Hello?
Hello? Connaissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
Oh. Et Dobby?
I don't know. I don't remember things so good.
Oh.
I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Ah, quelqu'un a cru que vous alliez voler?
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
Ah. C'est tout?
They said I did it more than once. But I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
Oh non! Un inconvénient?
Yes. They said I have to live here now. And gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words.
Ah.
Do you think you could read it for me?
Bien sûr, monsieur. Alors, le magistrat Saintius Duby. Je vous écris au sujet de votre incorrigible comportement antisocial induit par votre obsession pour...
What does it
Oh,
say?
merde. Il est marqué qu'ils vous ont surpris sur une propriété privée et qu'ils vous ont enfermé pour vous empêcher d'enfreindre la règle d'or.
My treasure!
Quel trésor?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died.
Ah.
It was very sad. He said if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns. But when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me. Except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
Si vous me donnez la clé, je chercherai ce qu'elle ouvre.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could
Fortune
help me
smile
get
on you,
out
brother.
of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
Laissez-moi parler de votre libération au magistrat.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Ah, il est peut-être temps pour nous d'avoir un nouveau magistrat. Oh! Peut-être vais-je simplement vous
What
libérer.
about the rules? I don't want everyone to get in trouble because I was bad.
Hmm.
Like Galerius. He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious. Bye-bye.
Eh, bonjour!
Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind? Well, it's a long one and kind of sad, but I don't mind telling it. I'm a farmer. Always have been. I grew up in a small village in Britannia, Camulodunum, with my parents and two little sisters. Lovely part of the world. One day, when I was about 20, my father and I were in the top paddock, loading our cart, when some Roman legionaries came along, demanding produce for their men. My father told me to run into the house for his axe, and so I did. I sprinted so fast I almost threw up, but by the time I got back, he was bleeding out on the ground, and our cart was empty. That was my first encounter with the legions. My mother died of a broken heart soon after, and things went downhill from there. I took over the farmstead, but I was young, and it was a struggle. More raiding started before too long. We'd come outside in the morning to find animals missing, our stores pillaged. These Legion thugs just took whatever they wanted. One night, when my sisters and I had nothing left to steal, there was a knock at the door. I knew who they were, and what they wanted. I got my father's old axe, pulled the door open real quick, and before that soldier knew it, split his face right down the middle.
Whoa.
But there were more of them. I never saw how many, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up with a mouth full of dirt and lungs full of smoke. My home was reduced to ash. My sisters, dead. And they left me alive to see what they'd done. still burns whenever I think about it.
That's...
Yeah, well, I wasn't the only one this happened to. It wasn't long before Boudica led thousands of Britons in a rebellion against the Romans. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. And those of us who survived, they enslaved. So, then I found myself being transported all the way to Rome to be sold to the highest bidder. I spent a few years working for my new master, learning the Romans' ways, Romanized my name and everything. Tried to escape a couple of times, but they always found me, and I'd just end up right back where I was. I'd probably still be there too, if it wasn't for the stampedes breaking out. You see, about 7 months ago, an enormous fire broke out in Rome. Everybody was running down toward the river, screaming and shouting. I'd never seen anything like it. Human beings acting like cattle. I got swept up with them somehow, and the rest is a blur. The next thing I knew, some stranger was dragging me out of a river. Stumbled across this place
Je connais ça, moi aussi.
and started my life over again. That's what I thought too, for a while. But it seems the gods aren't done tormenting me yet. See, I finally had my own farm again, safe from the grasping hands of the Romans. Or so I thought. Until Sentius the Decurion demanded I hand over all my produce. It's for the good of us all, he says. Only he takes the best bits for himself, of course. He even told me if I refuse his demands, I'll break the golden rule. I'm not sure I believe him, but then, what if he's right? So, it turns out our dear old magistrate is no better than the Legion thugs who took everything from me. I'm right back where I began. But don't you worry, Nemesis is waiting. And he'll get his, one day.
Oh, Nemesis.
Forget I said that last part, will you? I get carried away sometimes. Thanks, friend. I knew I liked you. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Là, connaissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici? Que pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
Oh, I don't give it much thought these days. I mean, everybody here's got their own view about what we need to do to survive. But I say, let's spend less time arguing about what it means to be good and just get on with it, you know?
C'est une façon de voir les choses.
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
Ah. J'imagine que nous devons attendre que de voir si Malleolus décide ou non de le libérer.
I suppose you're right. I've bounced the idea, but... because Sentius put him there. Poor Dooley was just wandering around looking for some imaginary treasure. Now a magistrate accused him of being a thief. That's nonsense, of course. Dooley's the most harmless man you'll ever meet. But Sentius really has it in for him, for some reason. Gladly.
Que pensez-vous de l'élection?
I can't see how I could vote for either candidate. I don't like Sentius much, but Malleolus is almost as bad. Even I could do a better job. Me, a farmer. And I've never given a speech or put on a toga in my life. All right. See you around.
Yeah.
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross a river and your spirit
Ah.
lives on in the underworld. Is that true?
I did not
Well,
do it,
yes.
Dolly.
Is it true that if you were good, you get to go to Elysium, but if you were bad, you get punished forever and ever in Tartarus?
Something like that, but
If I die and go to...
Help!
Oh,
You have to do something. A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
oh no.
To do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule.
Ben j'ai pas d'armes.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise.
Je m'en occupe immédiatement.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere.
Ça me connaît
Just
l'improvisation.
right. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. Hear what? What? We don't have time for this. I have to go.
Laissez tomber, je ne sais pas pourquoi j'ai dit ça. Ok. Ok, la voit là-bas.
The shrine is collapsing.
Oups. Oh. Aïe. Ouais. Appuyez sur X pour afficher le chemin menant à votre marqueur objectif. Hey, vous!
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Oui. Non, je ne connais pas aucun déterminé
I'm not
Quinctius.
sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest.
Oh.
Is that understood? Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
Nous ne sommes qu'une minuscule communauté d'inconnus qui nous sommes retrouvés ici par accident. Pas poser cet arc et venir le découvrir par vous-même.
Oh, how very welcoming of you. You want me to let my guard down, is that it? You're not going to get your claws into me. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
Attendez, qu'est-ce qu'une mystérieuse secte? Vous me méprenez, nous ne faisons pas partie d'une secte.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
Je cherche toujours une issue. Nous ne le gardons pas secret. Nous sommes tous prisonniers ici.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
Nous pouvons partir si nous le voulons. Eh bien oui, ce n'est pas une interdiction. Il nous est physiquement impossible de partir, il n'y a pas d'issue.
Threatening me is not going to help you.
Mais
but in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
Oui, car c'est vrai, ce n'est pas un mantra, c'est un avertissement.
A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense.
Mais non!
Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
C'était des gens d'autrefois. Un châtiment les a transformés en or.
After practicing human sacrifice too.
Ah ben... ah.
This will disgust me.
Oh my god! Nous ne les avons pas transformés en or. Un dieu est responsable et nous ignorons lequel.
Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it?
Ah, mais...
Our God told us to do it. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh god.
What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself.
Yay!
By telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it.
Oh god. Je ne sais pas de qui il s'agit ou où il se trouve. Que pouvez-vous me dire au sujet de Quintius? Qu'est-ce qu'il faut pour que vous me lâchiez l'affaire? De l'or? Prenez tout l'or que vous voulez. Je ne vous le dirai pas même si je savais ce qui c'était. Vous me dire ce Quintius.
Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
Mais non, c'était des chrétiens, ça. Comment savez-vous qu'il a incendié Rome? L'empereur cherchait peut-être un bouc émissaire. Oh.
Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
Je ne sais pas de qui il s'agit ni où il se trouve.
Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words?
Ouais. Pour la dernière fois, je ne suis pas un membre d'une secte. Vous aviez dit que vous ne m'épargnerez si je vous disais la vérité. Bon sang, vous êtes stupide. Si vous tirez cette flèche, tout le monde ici mourra. Vous n'avez aucune idée de ce qui vous attend.
And there's a simple explanation for that. I lied.
Ah!
You want to know the truth before you die? Here it is. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
Aïe aïe.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Ha! Ha! Got you! You fucking dead! Whoa. Oh. What the hell? I guess qu'il faut que... Oh, hey, salut! Oh. Not good. Oh, hey, 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 hey. Ow. Ok. Salut. Yeah, wait, this way, this way. Oh. Oh shit. Oh. Ow. Aïe. Ok, c'est par là, c'est bon, je suis sur la bonne voie. Let's go! Whoop, whoop. Ah!
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Je m'appelle JP, nous avons déjà eu cette conversation.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Vous vous appelez Galerius et vous allez proposer de me conduire jusqu'à Statius pour qu'il m'en parle de la règle d'or.
Oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
Aucun problème, je dois partir.
And since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Un guidon de tyrolienne. Ok. Bah merci.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles.
Oh.
Works. It'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Merci.
All right. See you around.
On va continuer à explorer. Moi, j'aime bien explorer. Ok. Fait que dans le fond, quand quelqu'un enfreint la règle d'or, il y a les statues. Il y a des statues qui s'animent et qui se mettent à tuer le monde. Ou du moins les transformer en autres statues. J'ai besoin de votre aide. Oui, ben. Denier. Hé hé. Yes! En même temps, si j'ai pris les deniers dans le coffre, est-ce que ça veut dire que j'ai volé? Merde. Encore là, ça a l'air correct. Ok, ouais.
On your best behavior, I trust?
I guess so. Ce sera Tius. Un buste.
That's my room. Leave before I call Horatius.
Ok là. Une pelle pour feu romain en bronze, sans la sang. Cuisiné avec une si mauvaise ventilation est sans doute désagréable, mais les Romains voyaient peut-être cela comme le problème de leurs serviteurs. Ces carottes sont violettes, comme elles l'étaient avant que les carottes oranges modernes soient cultivées. Effectivement, c'est vrai. Carottes oranges, c'est assez récent dans l'histoire.
Whatever are you wearing?
Je vous demanderais, madame, s'il vous plaît, hein? On se connaît pas déjà, de un. De deux, votre truc, c'est pas tant mieux non plus, hein? C'est assez générique. Ces carottes sont violettes, sont violettes.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
Quelle est votre
I'm
histoire?
Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
Je ne suis pas d'ici.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
Je suis là.
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing God who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent God would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Il vaudrait peut-être mieux éviter d'insulter les dieux au cas où.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought.
C'est imprudent. Eh bien, moi, nous savons que le blasphème n'enfreint pas la règle d'or.
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving. Oh, and I suppose I'll just have to take the word of a know-nothing barbarian who just arrived, will I?
Ouais.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Cool, charmant. Ok, donc elle ne croit pas trop à la règle d'or. Nous, on sait que la règle d'or est vraie. Ce n'est pas une légende, mais on sait pas. On sait que tu es enfreint la règle.
How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm a stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Sentilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the golden rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
Oh.
As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
Attention, là ici on a un gladiateur australien.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Quelle est votre histoire?
Her name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
J'aimerais parler. Pourquoi êtes-vous vêtu comme un gladiateur?
Too bad. He's busy.
Oh.
Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Me permettre quoi?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Oh, ok. Voici les 10 deniers. Bien, que voulez-vous?
Dunno. Something good.
Demander au dépôt de vin n'est-il pas un péché?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
Ah. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Voici 10 deniers.
Caput Murde, future AS. Just make it good.
Ah. Est-ce que 100 deniers vous plairait?
Coolio mio. Just make it good.
Ah. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire.
Just make it good.
Ah, ok. Au sujet de tribut que vous avez réclamé, laissez-vous un moyen de sortir de la règle d'or.
I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it. once he's elected.
Super, puis-je vous aider? Comment va-t-il s'y prendre?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Oh. Pourquoi ne pouvez-vous pas me le dire maintenant?
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans.
Ah.
And we can't have that.
Super. Puis-je vous aider?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Ok. Pour quel vous votez?
Of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter, how can we trust him to protect us?
Connaissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici?
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
Oh.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
Ok. Un verrouille. Cette porte est verrouillée. Ok.
Are they? A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Connaissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici?
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another.
Eh. Pouvez-vous me dire sur la règle d'or?
Quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We ask for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Pourquoi pas, j'ai le temps.
Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, I think these men are gods in disguise. Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish. So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
Vous peut-être que les dieux peuvent simplement nous tuer à tout moment si nous échouons leur test et qu'ils n'ont même pas à nous expliquer quelles sont les règles.
A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose.
Où en est l'élection?
Completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Je nomine Galarius, qui a le droit de voter. Quel rôle jouez-vous dans l'élection? Puis-je nominer un autre candidat? L'élection peut-elle commencer? Changement de sujet.
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Puis-je nommer un autre candidat?
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
L'élection peut-elle commencer?
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk, but I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
Oh! Je veux juste en finir une bonne fois pour toutes. L'avancée pourrait éviter des conflits entre les électeurs.
Yes, I have overheard some rather unpleasant arguments. The last thing we need here is additional conflict. Very well. I'll get things started right away.
Right away!
Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Time to go to the theater.
Je vous observe à travers leurs yeux. Cela dépend seulement de vous. C'est vrai qu'en monitorant l'élection, ça ferait en sorte qu'on pourrait voir s'il y a de quoi être bad qui se passe et si effectivement on peut l'empêcher. Oh, on a d'autres gens ici. Là, on te connaît. On te connaît pas, toi non plus. On te connaît. Personne inconnue. Inconnu. Voicius. Ah, Magistrat Stinctus, oui, on vous connaît. Ok. Occupé. 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 Ça dépend entièrement de vous. Ah.
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Hell yeah!
That's more like it.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
Oh no!
I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius.
Oh.
Here and now for your entertainment.
Yeah! Fight! 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 Fight!
You're going to get us all killed.
Wait. I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Wow.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh shit! Whoa! Well, I fucked up again. Whee! Ok, donc on sait le résultat par défaut de l'élection. Et sur ce, nous allons aller prendre une petite pause pipi.
Les 6 nouvelles couleurs de Nintendo 64 sont si fantastiques qu'en choisir une devient un vrai conflit.
Hey Marc! Lequel? Marc?
On a des tonnes de copies, pis ça énerve. 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 Des tonnes de copies, pis ça énerve la concurrence. Des tonnes de copies, pis ça énerve. Des tonnes de copies, pis ça énerve. Merci.
Avec les superstars de la lutte, le spectacle se transporte jusque dans votre maison. Le Iron Sheik, Hulk Hogan et Big John Studd. Vous pouvez les faire voler et tournoyer dans ce super ring spécialement conçu. De l'action tant que vous en voulez, plein de rebondissements. Les superstars de la lutte et le nouveau ring de lutte sont tous vendus séparément. C'est un jouet grand.
Avez-vous jamais pensé pourquoi au bon marché peut vendre au plus bas prix au Québec? C'est très simple. Nous sommes les fabricants. Tous nos stores verticaux et vénitiens, stores de toile et stores plissés, sont fabriqués ici dans notre manufacture pendant que vous attendez. Il n'y a pas d'intermédiaire pour augmenter les prix. Nos ordinateurs assurent la précision et notre service à la clientèle est le meilleur au Québec. Nous avons le plus grand choix de draperies, édredons, literies et accessoires de table de bain, toujours au plus bas prix. Venez au bon marché. Oui, papa.
Pendant des années, vous avez été trompé par le Mario.
C'est reparti. Bon. Un autre loop. Oui, alors... Attendez, vous parlez anglais, on l'avait déjà fait.
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
Tipeee, j'ai perdu mon chemin.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost. And
Ouais, on l'a vu. En fait pas, pour moi, je sais ce que je
All
fais.
right, friend, suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
Ah, c'est ça le truc pour descendre en rappel. Ou pas? Je vais aller voir si le coffre avec les deniers et on peut encore le prendre. Wow! 24, fait que là on est à... Wow! On est rendu à 300 pièces! Ok, donc continuons d'explorer. Continuons d'explorer. On peut pas faire grand chose d'autre à part explorer dans le jeu. Wow! Aïe! Ça fait mal!
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
On dirait que quelqu'un a travaillé dur pour concevoir un prototype de tyrolienne. Oh, un peu. C'est de denier, un poème de Galérius en votre possession. Coffre de Galérius. Les deniers. Ok, j'ai 683 pièces. My God. Lampe torche, tablette, pierre gravée, ancien parchemin, affaire là, et la tyrolienne. On va essayer de parler à la madame qui nous avait dit des affaires qui...
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, but it does not notice the crowds that come.
Quelle est votre histoire?
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
Ok. Pardon, mais je ne comprends pas.
They never do.
Oh, ok, d'abord.
There is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
Avez-vous besoin d'aide?
Help me? You cannot help me. I have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Que pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
Bloodless shadows. This is their punishment.
Bien. Pouvez-vous m'en dire plus sur le fil conducteur que vous avez vu? Sur le...
You think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay.
Okay.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Handsome.
Hey.
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before, a certain learning and sophistication.
Vous êtes aussi charmante que belle, arrêtez, enfin non, continuez. Arrêtez, enfin non, continuez.
What was that? Some kind of joke? If it was, it wasn't funny.
Mais là.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my town?
Okay.
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Oh. Connaissez-vous le moyen de sortir d'ici?
No, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here.
Hey, je fais un mauvais move, et c'est fini. Je me demandais comment on s'échappe de la cité.
I guess that went right over your head. Never mind. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you?
Oh boy. Mais en plus, ce que j'achèterais.
Well, I can't tell you too much, or you'd figure it out for yourself. But I promise you, you'll never have to spend another hour in this city ever again.
Oh! Si vous connaissez une issue, pourquoi ne pas l'avoir utilisée vous-même?
Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now.
N'est-ce pas immoral de garder toutes ces personnes piégées ici, sachant qu'une issue
I
existe?
think of it this way. I have something of value, and I'm willing to share it for a price. That's not unethical. That's just good business.
Oh.
Now, do you want it or not?
Comment savoir si ce n'est pas une arnaque?
If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be breaking the golden rule, wouldn't I? And I have no interest in doing that.
Cela m'intéresse pas, merci.
What's the matter? Can't afford it?
Ouais.
Perhaps you could take out a loan. I understand Malleolus has lent money to others on occasion.
Ouais, mais on n'y a pas accès. Que pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
I just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. As the saying goes, to drink is human, so we drink.
Vous avez entendu des ragots intéressants?
Certainly. For 10 denarii.
Voilà vos dinars.
Have you met Livia? She used to do my hair until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now she just stands around caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair.
Voici des autres
I hear
derniers.
that if Malleolus is elected, he's gonna throw a small festival to celebrate, with entertainment and everything. Can't wait to find out what it is.
Et peut-être même des orgies.
Whatever you like. All right. See ya.
Ah, ben je me suis brûlé pour cette loupe-ci avec elle, visiblement. Une tour à dés en métal conçue pour empêcher les tricheurs de lancer des dés. Visiblement, la triche était un problème chez les Romains. Ah ouais, fait qu'une tour à dés, ça existait déjà à cette époque-là. Prêtresse. Oui. Oh. Théophilus s'est livré à une orgie avec 4 femmes. Ici, il les a toutes déçues. Eh ben. Il semblerait que Domitius s'en serve pour s'entraîner. Mais s'entraîne à quoi? Ça va dépendre sûrement de vous. Oh boy. Hey, salut.
Don't you just love springtime?
Ah, c'est cool. Mais l'automne, c'est mieux. Quand même. L'automne, là. Septembre. Octobre pour la plupart du temps, là. C'est hot. Tu ne voleras point, tu ne blesseras pas autrui. De toute évidence, l'auteur n'a pas eu le temps de terminer. Tu n'écriras pas sur les murs. Je me demande si cette porte-là s'ouvre une fois que la règle d'or est brisée. Ah, on va le savoir là. Oh non! Oh! Non mais ah! Yes! Ok, non mais... Ah! Mais merde! Ah! Oh merde. Vous avez péri, continuez la partie vers la dernière sauvegarde. Dernière sauvegarde qui était...
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Oh, ok.
Just as the...
Ok, fait que ça c'est fait. Oh mon dieu! Ça veut dire que je vais pouvoir me rester avec la madame!
Your clothes. So, you're here. I'm so glad. And...
Vous êtes aussi charmante que belle.
Coming on a bit strong, don't you?
Ah, mais merde! Quoi? C'est vous qui m'avez essayé de me séduire!
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore.
Yeah.
Let's just forget that ever happened.
Ok. On va juste triggerer tous les dialogues.
I guess that went right over your head. Well.
Juste parce que ça nous donne... ça doit être le journal, là.
All right.
Ok. Fait que là, au moins, il nous reste moins 10 piastres.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water.
Il me semble qu'on avait genre 800 piastres tantôt. Ben oui. Denier, 663.
And the tree you grasp at eludes you.
Oh! Une poupée rudimentaire. Elle avait l'air d'avoir reçu beaucoup d'affection. Elle est un peu dégueulasse aussi. Un matelas sale et nauséabond, apparemment à quelqu'un qui vit dans la pauvreté. Probablement celui de Livia. Donc la prochaine fois que la règle d'or est brisée, en fait, je pense que ce serait l'idée de courir à la place où la porte est bloquée. Parce qu'en la déclenchant direct derrière, on se fait sniper assez vite. Là. On peut-il aller dans l'eau? Yeah! On peut aller dans l'eau. Oh. Une pomme. Ah bah oui, la métaphore du fruit défendu, I guess. Passes-tu là? Non, ça passe pas là. Oh! Oui, des papillons là. Bah oui, ça dépend que de moi. Ouais, pas grand chose dans l'eau d'intéressant. Ok. Commence à se familiariser un peu plus avec la place, c'est le fun. Ici, varé.
How'd you do?
Ok, ouais. Denis. Une note accusatrice. Oh! C'est vrai que je pourrais. Ça va. On va. Let's go!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I mean, ah!
Do it! Kill me!
Ah oui, save yourself. Yeah. I mean... C'est pas de ma faute, là. Oh no! Oh, il a pas bougé ben.
Follow me, quickly.
Ah ouais? Mais t'es qui? Vous êtes qui, vous? Ah non, c'est juste... Oh! Ok, il se sacrifie, c'est ça, mais ça chie. Ah! Bon, ok. Ah, quoi que là, on a la note accusatrice. Il me semble. Inventaire. On l'a tué? Non, on l'a pas. Ah non! Lampe torche. Tablette de pierre gravée. Ok, fait qu'on garde pas tous les éléments. Ça veut dire. Oh, t'as peu. Charger partie. Oh, non. Pas celle-là. Ouais, c'est ça. Vergy. Je sais que vous êtes. Je sais qui vous êtes et ce que vous voulez. Abandonnez cette voie avant que vos péchés nous condamnent tous à d'autres souffrances. Ah. Ok. Vergy, voulez-vous vraiment être responsable du péché qui nous condamnera tous? Donc lui, la personne qui vit ici sait quelque chose. Un soufflet utilisé pour souffler de l'air dans les fourneaux pour afin d'attiser le feu. Une enclume romaine. Elle semble étrange. Sans bigorne, mais cela doit être le fruit d'une innovation récente. On présume que c'est ce gars-là qui reste là.
Ah, a new face. Salve,
Virgil.
and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil.
Quelle est votre histoire?
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people, that kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Parlez-moi de l'histoire de la cité. Dans l'architecture de la cité. Parlez-moi du temple sur la falaise. Parlez-moi du temple sur la falaise.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Moi de la cité.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Oh. Qu'est-ce que cela signifie?
I'm not sure. It could mean that the Romans, who first started building here, were just copying Greek architecture, which they do all the time. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine?
Like ancient aliens?
We could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Parlez-moi de l'architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the Great Temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake, and allows us to fish and farm.
Si des gens apportent de l'eau dans la cité, ne peut-on pas s'en servir pour s'enfuir?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible. But you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it. Of course.
Connaissez-vous un moyen d'en
You
sortir d'ici?
wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'd tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the golden rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway.
Ben oui, on a qu'à accepter l'autoritarisme pour le confort. Que voulez-vous dire?
Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Noviomagus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
Donc, pensez-vous de la
Some
règle
say it's
d'or?
divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
Pense que oui.
Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power.
Oh.
And it seems leaving may not be an option.
Oh! Comment retirer un dieu du pouvoir? Une discussion risquée.
Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
Oh oh! Je marque le graffiti. Pourquoi vous accuse-t-on d'être un pêcheur?
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Oh! Vous aimez les hommes?
Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagos, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
Ça me désole de l'entendre.
Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Savez-vous qui écrit les graffitis?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Des membres de secte?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one God, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into...
Des chrétiens parmi nous!
If these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
Laissez-moi enquêter pour vous.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
Occupe immédiat.
And let me know what you find.
Mhm.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
Oh. Un petit sanctuaire domestique où les habitants de la Rome antique priaient quotidiennement pour être protégés. Si ça marche pas, c'est parce que t'as pas prié assez fort. Chose à acheter après mon évasion. Ville sur l'aventure à Rome. Villa sur l'aventure à Rome. Chariot à 2 chevaux. Siège au Sénat. Chariot à 4 chevaux. Villa dans la baie de Naples. Chariot à 10 chevaux. 2 jolis esclaves pâles et bien en chair. My God. Des yeux compte acheter un. Pas s'échapper, ok. Buste. Un sculpte une sculpture de Minerve, la déesse romaine de la stratégie. Oh!
Wonder how much one of these statues is worth on the outside.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land. This part of my shop is off limits, even for you, my sartorial friend.
Des teintures pour vêtements. Elles semblent avoir été extraites à partir de plantes et d'insectes.
There are no other weapons in the city.
Greetings, I'm Georgie. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you.
On dirait que ton saut est fait en plastine.
From which exotic part of the world do you hail?
Ma nation n'existe pas encore. Une région au-delà des frontières du monde connu. Vous ne me croirez jamais si je vous le disais.
And now you have me more intrigued than before. But since it appears you do not wish to share, I will wait until we are better friends. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Quelle est votre histoire?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Pourquoi installer une échoppe ici?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Oui, plus ou moins.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our health. Don't you agree?
Je suppose.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Comment avez-vous atterri ici?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Oh. Et si vous me disiez ce dont vous vous souvenez?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, And drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
Alors, vous avez flotté le long du Tibet, du Tibre.
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am. Anything you like.
Connaissez-vous le moyen de sortir d'ici?
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Pardon, j'ai dit une bêtise. Connaissez-vous le moyen de sortir, oui ou non?
I must ask you to stop that at once. Have you not been told about the last attempt?
La dernière tentative?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah, it is a long story.
Pourquoi ne pas la raconter?
Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Je pourrais y arriver. Pourquoi est-ce que personne ne l'a encore fait?
They have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place. And so I say, it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Compris. Que pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Pourquoi dites-vous cela?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands, until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
Que pouvons-nous y faire?
If we are to survive, I say we must each keep the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Ça semble assez simple. Plus facile à dire qu'à faire.
Regrettably, I think you are correct, my friend. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
Je sais, j'en suis témoin.
Ah, the voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Pourquoi allez-vous voter?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Puis-je faire quelque chose pour changer cela?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Une idée qui menace Virgile?
This is troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Ok. Oh, on pourrait voler sa caisse. Ah, c'est vrai que ça fait des bons modèles pour son linge.
Help! You have to do something.
Ah yeah, that thing. Astuce. Ceci rendra la nouvelle quête prioritaire. Ok. Je vais voir ce que je peux faire. Une idée de qui menace Virgile.
Are you serious? This is an emergency. Are you going to help or not? Thank you. I have to hide.
N'entrez pas là-dedans.
What? Why?
Faites-moi confiance. J'ai un mauvais pressentiment.
All right, fine. Come and find me my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Yes, on a sauvé la madame. Mais moi, si j'entre là-dedans, est-ce que... Oh, ok. J'aurais dû suivre mon propre conseil, comme on dit. Continuez, dernière partie. Vous m'entendez? Oui. Depuis le début du jeu. Mais vous m'aidez pas beaucoup. Oh! Un vase! Un vase grec recouvert de personnages et de formes géométriques. Un buste, une sculpture grecque de la tête d'un jeune homme. Un vase grec peint représentant une sorte de bataille. Une statue grecque représentant certainement la déesse à laquelle ce temple est dédié. Un habitant grec des environs en saura peut-être davantage sur elle. Ok. Le même vase que la beauté. Les organes en général inconnus dans le... Ok, donc là, si je vais là-bas, ça va déclencher l'événement avec l'archer.
Salve.
Salve.
Shh, I'm hiding. Did you stop him?
Pas encore.
What are you waiting for?
Ben là. Ah, une miche de pain. Une miche de pain ronde conçue pour être découpée en quartiers. Elle semble être à disposition de quiconque en veut. Le problème par contre c'est qu'on n'a pas d'armes pour se débarrasser de l'arche. Mais écoute, on va essayer, voir peut-être en discutant. On peut arriver à quelque chose cette fois-ci. Ok. Ce que je veux dire d'importance, vous allez essayer de nous tuer de toute façon. Prier dans un petit sanctuaire. Ah, au bout de la cité, le deuxième bâtiment sur votre gauche.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now.
Yes.
You'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Ah, inquiète pas, je pense qu'on va être correct avec ça. Hein? Ah, bonne journée, monsieur. Voilà, elle est là-bas. Ah, tout au fond. Vous en faites pas, hein?
Curse you, cultist.
Yes! Une arc en bois. Glisser. Et... ouais. Sur ordre de l'empereur Néron, tous les loyaux fils de Rome sont sommés de pourchasser, d'exécuter le pyromane et assassin Tiberius Quintus Crispus, un citoyen originaire du quartier de l'Aventin à Rome. Il a entre 40 et 50 ans. Il est de taille et de corpulence moyenne. Il a des cheveux bruns et des yeux de couleurs différentes. Un vert, un bleu. Il n'a pas de barbe. Il fréquente des membres de sectes et est atteint de folie de grandeur. Flèche. Denier. Yes. And we got money. Alors, on va aller voir la madame. Oui, je vous entends.
You took care of him?
Il a eu un tragique accident dans le sanctuaire.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, it's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die.
Ah, good then.
I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
Répondre oui reviendrait à confesser un meurtre. Oh. Pour le fun.
So you kind of murdered him then?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Ok, fait que dans le fond, le crime, la règle d'or est brisée quand le crime est perçu. C'est quand même intéressant comme dynamique.
You... and... I don't understand. Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here.
Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
Quelle est votre histoire?
There's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
Comment avez-vous atterri
I
ici?
suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Cela me désole de l'entendre.
It's nice of you to say, but you should save your sympathy. Lots of people here need it more than I do.
Connaissez-vous un moyen de sortir d'ici?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
Yep. Pris le Kool-Aid, je n'ai rien à faire ici.
Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
Que pensez-vous de la règle d'or?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
J'aime votre optimisme. Avez déjà rencontré des gens.
You're funny. I bet my friend Georgius will like you. And those interesting clothes of yours. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
L'idée qui menace Virgile.
Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who, it was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch, and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of 3 people. Horatius, Domitius, or Rufius. I hope that helps.
Merci, cela aide vraiment.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Oh, hey, salut.
You there. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Oh. Continuez.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
Les statues prennent vie et leur tirent des flèches dorées dessus.
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop. the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
Je crois que l'oie aux œufs d'or est une mise en garde.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
Cela semble tout à fait immoral.
Oh, I'm not suggesting we use such a bow on people. There's no profit in breaking the golden rule.
Dans ce cas, continuez.
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
Diane? Non?
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
Un arc doré?
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you-know-what.
Mais vous voulez que je le vole?
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
Pourquoi ne puis-je pas simplement le prendre? Pourquoi ne pouvez-vous pas le faire vous-même? N'est-ce pas incroyablement dangereux?
I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have complete confidence in you.
Eh?
Because the gods would see you, of course. Hence my proposal.
Ah.
When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all mankind, do you think he was worried about the danger?
C'est vrai, perspective de l'archéologie. Si je me souviens bien, Prométhée a également été puni pour l'éternité.
Only because he was silly enough to get caught.
Ah. Je n'ai pas d'autre question.
Are you in, partner?
Vous pouvez, mais ne m'appelez pas comme ça. Je ne suis pas votre partenaire.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer of gold leaf. This is a quality weapon. Now, bear with me for a moment. And here we are, a gold leaf bow. Now I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Yes! Quoi, mettons un larcin, un larcin, un larcin. Romain à genoux comme s'il récitait une prière désespérée. De toute évidence, sa demande est tombée dans l'oreille d'un sourd. Une statue en pierre imposante représentant Diane, la déesse romaine de la chasse de la lune et de l'enfer. Regardez des mouches ici, c'est dégueulasse. Ah, il y a un nid de guêpe. Oh, mais là, je fais comment pour les changer?
Salman a dit.
Voilà.
Viewersonstreambout.com.
Ah ouais.
Space.
Eh ben.
L'argent.
Eh ben. C'est pas cool. Un autre ban. Ok.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Oui.
Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me.
Oh, le connard! Vous avez ouvert la porte, je savais bien qu'il ne fallait pas vous faire confiance.
And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here, and you in there. Until you give me my bow.
En quoi cela ne va-t-il pas à l'encontre de la règle d'or? Vous avez dit que nous partagerions les richesses.
No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
Comment puis-je vous faire confiance après une telle trahison? Ou je tuerai dès que j'aurai réussi à me libérer.
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognize my own handiwork.
Hors de question que je vous donne cet arc. Je trouverai une autre issue. Même si j'accepte de vous le donner, vous m'abandonnerez ici. À coup sûr, oubliez ça.
I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Ok, mais là... C'est moi le plus malin. Les algues. Oui, qu'est-ce qu'elles ont les algues? Ça dépend entièrement de vous. Ben, est-ce que les algues dépendent de moi? Tirer. Consommer les algues en... Oh! C'est ça, j'avais pas compris. L'arc, effectivement, il transforme les trucs en or.
My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me, a rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again, and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman wearing a stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, and, disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strained whisper again, and turning back, I discovered that, even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me. But from that moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
Oh boy, ça se saute-tu, ça? Oui! Ah là que oui. Golden leaves. Ah, ça fait des bruits de canettes. Oh, flèche empennée. Wow! My God! Ok, je m'attendais pas à ce qu'il y ait du combat là-dedans. Yeah, boy! What the f... C'est quoi ces affaires-là? C'est genre des espèces d'automates? Ah ben c'est... My pleasure. Yes, de l'argent! Oh. Ah, c'est vrai de la... Oh, on n'a pas des flèches à l'infini là-dedans. Ok. On a quand même une coupe.
You're not supposed to be here.
Ben là. Oh my god. Ok. Oh. Salut les mecs. Ok, il me reste encore 17 flèches. Avec ça. Ah, ils grimpent pas, j'espère, ces calices-là. Ok. Ah, fuck! Bon, je vais bien avancer. Flèche. Denier. Yes. On en revenait dessus. C'est bon. Okay. My pleasure. Well, take your money. Ok, fait que c'est comme une section de la ville est complètement séparée, on dirait. Pas sûr, rendu là, je suis pas trop sûr si ils disent fuck you ou thank you. Au moins, du moment qu'on maintienne notre compte de flèches, là, je pense qu'on est correct, là. Oh, une clé du palais. Écoute, why not?
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved Galatea had come to life. It was then that I heard you whisper to me, Galatea. Forgive me. I know that is not your real name, just one I have borrowed from a story. But when I turned to look at you, I saw the most exquisitely beautiful woman I have ever known. Your face, forever frozen in a look of haunting sadness. Our meeting gave me new purpose, to free you from your golden prison, so that I might one day hear you speak, not just whisper your true name to me. So I gathered tools for the long and difficult task ahead, barred the doors to this place, and set to work.
Ok. On dirait que ce support fait sur mesure serait maintenant des statues dorées pendant qu'on leur retirait leur couche d'or. Horrible. Ah, ok. Fait que dans le fond, c'est pas le premier gars à se rendre compte de ça. Fait que ce qu'il faisait, c'est que il prenait parmi les statues, il leur arrachait la peau pour extraire l'or. Mais en dessous sont encore vivants, c'est encore de la chair corps lisse. Hey, c'est horrible. C'est pour ça qu'il me remercie. Ok. Ok, on continue de maintenir notre compte de flèches. Ah, c'est par là. Merde. Ah, c'est par là. Ok. Hi! Ah, on va se faire full de cash dans cette quest-là, my god. Oh non! Aïe donc! Oh my god. Ouais, gagner l'altitude, c'est quand même bon. Ça passe pas. Ça peut. Bouteille de garum, une sauce au poisson fermenté, utilisée comme condiment. Elle a une légère odeur saline. Ok. Ben, c'est parce que moi, c'est plus ce qui est écrit Exof Nascari BRL. Ok. Ok, là il va falloir en attirer, je pense, dans les algues. Triple kill.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek, my beloved Galatea. My attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the gold that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraint, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my sense for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodami to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated wing of the palace and bar the door.
Ah là, c'est une poiffine, là.
On others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments brought similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved.
Pour le mort, de toute évidence, sa mort n'enfreint pas la règle d'or.
Even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
My God, elle est débile. Oui, moi? Vous nous parlez? Est-ce que vous me murmurez des choses par l'intermédiaire de statues? Oui, moi? Je ne comprends pas ce que vous dites. Qui êtes-vous? Oh. Salut? Vous devez être Naivia.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that.
Non mais c'est bon, hein? Si vous m'attaquez, nous finirons tous les deux dans une prison d'or. Rien à voir avec ça.
And you think I care about that? I don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead.
Okay.
What's so special about you?
I'm the player. Il n'y a pas que cette statue qui me murmure des choses. Nombre d'entre elles le font, mais c'est toujours la même voix. Je n'ai entendu aucun murmure, on dirait que vous...
What do you mean the same voice?
C'est comme si quelqu'un d'autre me murmurait des choses par l'intermédiaire de ce statut.
Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait.
Fucked up.
I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it?
Cette discussion est absurde. Non, je te jure.
Liar. You tried to steal her away from me, and now look what you made me do. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't peel you.
Ah. J'ai atterri ici pour accident. Je ne souhaite qu'une chose, partir d'ici. J'en ai assez entendu.
What? What are you talking about?
Je ne pouvais pas sortir des tunnels sous la ville, j'ai donc décidé d'entrer dans le palais.
Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us?
Je n'ai jamais eu l'intention de vous faire du mal. Je n'avais pas l'intention de vous tuer, mais j'ai vu ce que je vous avais fait.
So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing.
Yep.
Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut.
Attendez, je peux régler ça. Je me ferai un plaisir de vous emprisonner sous une couche d'or.
It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have to do this. I'm sorry.
Je peux à nouveau la couvrir d'or. Je peux remonter le temps et faire en sorte que je ne mette jamais les pieds ici.
What? How?
L'arc doré est l'arme qui emprisonne les gens dans l'or.
Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood?
D'accord. Alors, qui est comme ça? Qu'on fait?
You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you, thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place.
Why?
In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia.
Belle. Ok, alors, on a une clé du coffre du sanctuaire d'Apollon.
Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace balcony. You should be able to make your way down from there.
Au revoir.
Go, and never return.
Ah, avec plaisir. Ce sera mon plaisir.
The many shall suffer.
Ok, fait que ça en ferait la Golden Rule. Ok. Oui! Ok. Good. Oh oui, je pense que... On a bien défoncé le temps. Alors, même plusieurs fois, techniquement. Alors, où est-ce qu'on va nous envoyer? On va faire ça. Alors, qu'est-ce qui est en ligne présentement qu'on connaît? On va aller voir Standing Wall. Ça fait un bout de temps qu'on n'a pas vu. Alors, en vous souhaitant une bonne soirée, c'est encore un très bon jeu. Là, j'étais pas trop. Je trouvais ça un peu énorme là, en commençant, mais là, je commence après une première session, je comprends mieux le concept. Je pense que ça va être quand même bien plaisant et pas super long. Non. Donc, en vous souhaitant une bonne soirée, ne mourrez pas. Ça fait mal.